Last Friday, the three major U.S. stock indices closed slightly higher. The Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 0.22%. The Nasdaq Composite gained 0.31% to extend its winning streak to 4 sessions, and the S&P 500 advanced 0.19%. Technology, AI software, and storage sectors advanced, while crypto stocks underperformed. Economists anticipate the Federal Reserve will continue cutting interest rates in December, with 2 more reductions possible in 2026. The decision will be announced on December 10th, followed by a press conference with Chairman Powell. Former New York Fed expert Coban predicts the Fed will announce a $45 billion monthly bond buying program this Wednesday, set to begin in 2026. U.S. Treasury Secretary Singer stated that despite the government shutdown, robust holiday season consumption will drive this year's real GDP growth to 3%, following 2 consecutive quarters of 4% expansion. The U.S. eased bank-leveraged loan restrictions, deeming previous regulations overly stringent and causing business to shift to non-regulated institutions. The new rules shift regulatory focus toward macro-risk management principles. Under pressure from Google, OpenAI advanced the release of GPT-5, to release date to December 9th. Altman asserts its reasoning model outperforms competitors, directing employees to prioritize this feature over others. Gold hits record high of $59.33 per ounce, supported by substantial ETF inflows. Gold price trends diverge. Operating ratio drops to 72 times, hitting yearly low. NVIDIA launches CUDA 13.1 and CUDA Tile. Huang claims this is the platform's biggest upgrade in 20 years. New features abstract hardware details to help developers program in parallel more efficiently. Meta's Phoenix VR glasses, competing with Apple's Vision Pro, delayed from late 2026 to early 2027 to refine product details. Meta announces acquisition of AI wearable startup L, previously backed by Altman. Its voice transcription tool, Rewind, will be discontinued in 2 weeks. U.S. real personal spending growth stalled in September as consumers favored discounted goods. Dollar store concept stocks surged over 5% alongside the dollar index, hitting yearly highs. SoftBank is negotiating to acquire digital infrastructure investment firm DigitalBridge, with the deal potentially closing within weeks. DigitalBridge shares jumped over 45% intraday on the news. UBS expects the semiconductor market to shift towards shortages, raising its outlook for the world's largest chip makers. SpaceX valuation reaches $800 billion, plans IPO in second half of next year. Echo Communications became its shareholder through a frequency spectrum transaction, sending Echo shares up 10%. Netflix announces $72 billion equity value acquisition of Warner Bros. Discovery's film studio and streaming services. Deal requires shareholder approval and antitrust review. Hollywood unions explicitly oppose. CRH Cement, Carvana, and American Comfort Systems to be added to S&P 500 index, driving corresponding stock gains. 3 other stocks removed. Reports indicate Microsoft is negotiating with Broadcom for custom chip design collaboration, planning to shift some operations from existing suppliers to reduce reliance on NVIDIA and meet supply chain demands for its AI product development. Tonight's focus: New York Federal Reserve's annual inflation expectations survey at midnight.